Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So today the MiG-15bis, and I'm not even going to pronounce the other name for it because I don't want to get in trouble with YouTube. But I have a hard time not laughing at that name, but I'm not going to say it. We'll just call it the MiG-15bis or biz. It is in trial mode for the next, I believe it's the next 2 days, and I wanted to take a look at it and do a first impressions video, kind of give you an idea of what it has to offer. This is the background wallpaper, which is rather nice, and I like the period music that they've thrown in there. Has that kind of, I don't know, period Cold War Russian vibe to it, if you ask me. So let's take a look at instant action. Alrighty, in the MiG-15, in the default map, you've got a cold start, takeoff, free flight, intercept, and ground attack. Nevada, cold start, takeoff, free flight, intercept, camp attack, and dogfight. Normandy, cold start, takeoff, free flight, intercept, dogfight, and camp attack. And Persian Gulf, cold start, takeoff, free flight, intercept, dogfight, and column attack. Very cool. Something for every one of the maps. I appreciate when they do that, especially for somebody that owns all the maps. Let's take a look at missions and see what we have under the mission heading for the MiG-15. Airfield attack, base defense, and recon intercept. That is it. 3 missions. And the moment of truth. Does it have a campaign? Wow, it doesn't look like it does. MiG-21 does. MiG-19 does. There's no listing for the MiG-15, so there is no campaign for the MiG-15. I guess you got to buy the Reflected Simulations one. That's supposed to be pretty cool, actually. So you can buy a campaign for it. Let's see, special offers, modules. Oh no, the Hunters over Yalu is just for the Sabre and the World War II Assets Pack. I thought there was one for the MiG-15. Something like the Museum Campaign or something they called it. The Border, Aggressors, where? Museum Relic Campaign. It works with the MiG-15 and the Sabre. Are required to be installed and activated for the campaign. So, and or, if you have the MiG-15 or the F-86. So, $5 or $10 when it's not on sale. Kind of a bummer. What do we got in training missions? Let's see, MiG-15. Cold start, taxi control, takeoff, landing, and gun sight operation. Okay. I am in the MiG-15. And, looks pretty cool, actually. Pretty detailed cockpit. Of course, you expect no less from Eagle Dynamics. I need to change things to English. That's something I didn't get around to doing, but very nice cockpit. Of course, my rudders aren't set up, so I'm going to have to go through and do my usual let's set everything up for the first time over again. Although, surprisingly, the guns work, and they work well. I love the sound of them. Very cool. Very nice cockpit. Super duper detailed. Again, I expect no less from Eagle Dynamics. Oh yeah, she buffets a little bit too if you kind of pull it too hard.
Dodge, passing waypoint 2 at 2,000.
I like that. Something pretty cool about some of these old jets sometimes. That's why I like the F-14 so much. I'm pulling some G's. Man, does this look really nice. I'm just poking around over Normandy in the free flight mission. I like the reflection on the glass there of the cockpit. It's pretty cool. Yeah, so anytime you start a mission and you're already in a formation, it's almost guaranteed that I'm gonna overshoot them. Let's take a look at this guy from the outside. Oh, my favorite F4 view. Very nice. Very nice. Wow. It looks fantastic. Hard thing is telling, okay, I'm firing from the right one. And then if I hold, oh, it is a dual press. Okay. So, first press of the trigger is the one over on the left-hand side there, which is on my right facing right now. If I hold it in all the way to the second detent, that other gun, the cannon, starts firing. So we've got a gun and a cannon. Very cool. Now I am, let's see, full throttle. I don't see any kind of burner effect, so there is that. Unless it's like the MiG-19 where I've got to press a button to engage the burner. Very nice texture detail. This thing looks fantastic. I don't have my rudder set up yet. Pretty cool. I've always heard good things about the MiG-15. You know, in general, I've heard people prefer the MiG-15 even over the Sabre. Yeah, this thing is fun. So we got guns on the one side, and then the bigger one on this side is the cannon. It goes punch, 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 punch. Very nice. Hey, I hit the road that time. And damn close to him, destroyed. I'll take it. I'll take it. Looks like they're still moving though. Looks like I got 2 of them left at this point. Okay, here we go. Kapow. Very nice. And the other one over there just kind of blew up too. Looks like we've got 1 left. I'll take that. So, it appears the MiG-15 is pretty badass at air-to-ground. Where did he go? There he is. I don't even think I need bombs for this one. I can probably just pelt him to death with guns. destroyed. Nice. Kablooey. Very nice. There we go. Finally hit something. I'll take it. Hummer destroyed. I'll take it. Alrighty. So, my final thoughts on the MiG-15. It looks pretty cool. I've only had a few hours to play around with it during the free trial. The free trial's over. It's on sale right now for $24.99. And I'll tell you what, I'm tempted to get it because I really like doing air-to-ground stuff, and it's pretty fun. I didn't get a chance to see everything that it had to offer. I did a little bit of limited air-to-air stuff with it, with blazing stuff up with some guns. I love the fact that it's got guns and cannon, just like the old Warbirds had back in the day. So you can definitely tell this is a transitional aircraft coming from the Warbirds of World War II into the jet age in the 50s. And it flies well. I was able to knock the engine out a few times, and I'm not quite sure what I did there, but it's not as bad as the MiG-21 was for me. The MiG-21, I would just get frustrated to no end because I would knock the engine out all the time and have no fucking idea what I did. And it would happen a lot. In the MiG-15, I was able to fly it and fly it consistently, and I think once or twice I might have knocked the engine out, and I did some pretty steep dives and then pulled up out of it too quick, so maybe I choked it out or something is my guess. It's hard to tell. I'm no expert on a lot of these older aircraft and the ins and outs and what you got to do to finesse them to keep them in the air, but I do like the fact that this thing buffets a little bit as well. Kind of reminds me of the F-14 a little bit. But it turns rather well. It's a nice zippy little bitty jet fighter, and like I said before, I've always heard nothing but good things about the MiG-15 and how it turned better than a Sabre and whatnot. For $24.99, I don't think it's a bad option. The sale is still going, and I think the sale is over on the 18th, which is tomorrow. So I'm on the fence. I might end up getting this. I was going to get the BF 109, and I saw this and I had some fun with this, so I'm thinking, you know what? Maybe I'll get the MiG-15. I have the Sabre and I really don't like it as much as I like the MiG-15 in just a few hours that I flew it. So pretty cool stuff. If you want to check out any of these the beginning of the dawn of the jet age type fighters, MiG-15 is probably a good bet, and just with the limited time I've had with it, I would have to say that I already like it better than I like the Sabre. So there is that. So as always, guys, thanks for watching. Please subscribe to the channel. Feel free to hit that like button. And until next time.